You're in the locker room with Lachlan Cross, Grant Johnson, and James White. 95.7 Cruise FM.
We are joined by Brad Merritt of 5440 on Zoom. So you'll be able to watch this a little bit later once Jimmy cuts the video up and sends it out. Brad, thank you for doing this with us this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Glad to do it.
You guys you're on holidays right now, you and the family?
Exactly. We're on holidays right now, but we get back, we're driving back home on Friday and then flying to Edmonton on Saturday for our big show on Sunday.
Nice. Yeah, nice. It'll be good to see you. We got good weather for the weekend, too. So It looks like your guys are going to have a good night.
You're going to enjoy the show, I think.
Yeah.
Have you guys been working on some new music?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did the last couple of years. And we'll be playing one new song.
One new song at the show? Nice.
There you go. Brad, I was doing a little bit of a search because I'm one of those guys that's been around for a long, long time. So I've been playing your music for a long, long time. And I was like, how long have these guys been playing? And then I went onto Wiki is a fantastic resource. And I saw a very solid blue line of a guy by the name of Brad Merritt for 5440. And then I looked at the beginning date, and it said 1980. Do you ever get up out of bed and go, I've been doing this since 1980?
Well, not until the pandemic. And then I did get up in the morning and went, oh my gosh, I've been doing this a long time. But now we just usually look forward to the next thing we have to do. So not too much.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting when you realize how long you've been around for, right?
Yeah, when you start doing the math.
When you start doing the math. It's very interesting to me.
How tall are you, Brad?
I'm 188 centimeters.
So that puts you at what?
6'2".
6'2". I've always sort of had a soft spot for you, Brad, because I was in bands, not a lot, but I've been in a couple of bands, and
Billy Joel cover band.
It was not a Billy Joel cover band. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but all musicians, not all, but the majority of musicians apparently are all sawed off. They're all midgets.
Hey, I take offense to that.
People.
I'm 4 feet.
Yeah, and so I made Jimmy ask that question because he is legitimately a little person. But the thing that I always enjoyed about you is that you, for whatever reason, have made your height work for you. When I was on stage, I was playing with a bunch of little people, and I always looked like a Sasquatch on stage. I'd see video of myself, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm only 6'4". I'm 235 pounds, but I look like a monster up there. Why? Because the guitar player and the singer are 5'2".
Yeah, that's right. It's not your fault.
No, it's not my fault. And do you feel tall on stage? I mean, the rest of the guys in 5440 they're not tiny by any stretch, but you're a bigger guy.
Yeah. So they're just under 6 feet. They're all kind of 5'10", 5'11" kind of thing.
That's not.
And yeah. I mean, I don't even notice it until there's a certain point in the set, the end, where quite often I turn all the microphones around because we want to hear the audience sing.
Yeah.
And I go over to Dave's microphone and then Neil's microphone, and I realize that they're much shorter than mine.
Yeah.
You mentioned you have a new song you're going to play on the weekend. It must feel good to get out and play those songs. You guys excited about touring again?
Well, the thing is, I got to say, since June 4th, we've done about 20 shows.
Nice.
Well, you guys are back full force, yeah.
Busy. Yeah. So a lot of these shows were booked, 2 years ago, and then some last year, and then some were booked this year. So we've just been compressed. This is literally the first time I've had off, like I say, since the start of June. So, it's been great, and we're just going to keep it going until I guess about the middle of October.
We've already established, Brad, that you guys are old as balls, like me.
Yeah.
The one thing that I find interesting about 5440, and I thought I would throw this at you, because you guys are a unique sort of entity in the rock world here in Canada, where if I went to a festival and I saw you on stage with, I don't know, Trooper or Harlequin, or like it wouldn't be out of the norm. I'd be able to wrap my head around the fact that you guys are on the bill, right? And then if I went to another festival and I saw you on with some newer bands like Sam Roberts or whatever, or if I went to a festival and I saw you guys on stage with, you guys sort of have this ability to morph your music and your sort of artistic creation over the years into any sort of element of rock. Was that on purpose? Did you guys do that? Was it like something you sat down and you said, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be this unique sort of thing in Canadian rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'll say a couple weeks ago, we did a show, a music festival. We played with Big Wreck and Our Lady Peace.
Yeah.
And then we got a call that April Wine had COVID for a classic rock music festival.
Yeah.
And they asked us to step in. So we stepped in and we played with Prism and Sweet and a few other bands. And so, yeah, we can do that. Now, was it a conscious thing? Not, I guess in some sense. I mean, we started off as kind of like an underground, kind of strange, kind of post-punk band.
Yeah.
And then as we went on, and we realized that we really kind of wanted to rock too, right? So Matt came to the band in 1985, and I would call him a rock drummer. And he helped turn us into a rock band. But we kept some of those elements that we started out with, and we still have those that make us unique, or we'll say unique. So it's not really a conscious thing. Conscious in the sense that we want to rock, but not conscious in the sense that we're trying to make music that does that.
Yeah. I think people might be surprised when they see, if they haven't seen you in a while, because I mean, I had this moment. I saw you guys a couple of years ago, and I was like, you know what? They're a lot more punky than I remember. Like, you guys are a bit of a punk band too. Like, and there's a crunch there that that if you're not going out to see you guys on a regular basis, that surprises you.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly true, and that's sort of, like, say, rings true to our roots. I mean, if it wasn't for punk rock, we never would have started playing music. I'll tell that right here and now. So that made the whole thing possible, because we knew that we could play 3 or 4 chords, and we knew that we could actually write songs, that had some sort of meaning to us, kind of like all the punk rock bands of the day. And then we were hoping that the thing could, grow and evolve, and that's the way it worked out.
We'll be looking forward to seeing your show. I think you've done one of these outdoor things in town here, right?
Together again.
Yeah, the story is that we did it last August, and they liked us and they wanted to have us back. So we're quite gratified to be a part of it again.
All right. And we got ticket information together again online, or 957cruisefm.ca. Brad, get back to your holiday, okay?
Okay. I appreciate it, Lachlan. Okay.
Not a problem. And we will see you. We'll see you on the weekend, okay, my friend?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Take care, my friend.
The Locker Room.
Brought to you by Always Plumbing and Heating.
Weekday mornings on 95.7 Cruise FM.